Hi, this is Cory Booker, U.S. Senator from the great state of New Jersey, and I want to celebrate the whole Rider University community. What you all have done to make this day possible, from professors to faculty, staff to parents and family, all of you should be congratulated. But to the class of 2020, on top of all of that, I am so proud of your hard work, your grit and your guts, your making this day possible. Congratulations to you on your success. You have made us so much more Jersey strong. So class of 2020, this is not the graduation experience that you wanted or you invited. And I've learned in my life that in many ways you can't control circumstances. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control your response. There's a great author named Viktor Frankl who wrote a book about surviving the Holocaust. And he said that the last of the great human freedoms is to choose your attitude in any given set of circumstances. And he says there's always a choice. Every day, every hour, he says you're offered a decision. That between stimulus and response, that's your power. It's a decision, he wrote, that's going to determine whether you submit to the powers around you which threaten to rob you of your dignity and your worth, or do you manifest that great freedom that can never be stripped from you, which is to show up. To me, that is a challenge. Life is not about a destination. It's where you are every day, what you're bringing, what spirit do you choose to bring into the world. Look, when Hurricane Sandy was coming in, I was the mayor of New Jersey's largest city, the mayor of Newark, and I was out in the storm just as it was impacting, surveying the whole city, driving around as best I could in a command vehicle, being blown from side to side. And I'll never forget, I get this call it always starts with a funny question. It's an operator that says, "Hello, this is the White House operator. Would you hold for the President of the United States?" And it's always funny to me because who says no to that? And I go, yes. And next thing you know, I'm talking to Barack Obama, who is checking in on me. It was an incredible conversation, connecting as a storm is hitting the coast of the United States of America. This president was checking in on a mayor. We had a good conversation. As soon as I hang up on him, almost as if it was timed, my cell phone rings again, and now it's the governor of the state of New Jersey, Chris Christie. Again, a moment of human contact. He was checking in on me and the city of Newark. We had another good, heartfelt conversation, and as soon as I hung up with him, amazed that I had just talked to the President of the United States and the governor of the state of New Jersey, I'm coming up a hill, and there in the wind and the rain, I see these telephone poles that had come down, live wires, and then I make out a guy standing out there in a yellow slicker with a floodlight waving frantically. I was surprised and almost a little upset that somebody would be out in this storm and not home, and I rolled up on him, rolled down the window immediately, so it was an elderly man, and I said to him, "What are you doing out here, sir?" And he looks at me almost bothered by the question. He goes, "There are live telephone wires, live wires all over. I'm here because I'm going to make sure that none of my neighbors or nobody comes along these wires and gets hurt." In that moment, I realized 15 minutes I had talked to the President of the United States, the governor of the state of New Jersey. Heck, I was the mayor of the city. But the greatest person in that 15 minutes that I talked to was the man on the hill, showing up, standing strong in a storm for others that he didn't even know. He didn't control the circumstances. He didn't control the size and strength of that storm, but he defined a truth that is so powerful that the greatest of all human energies you can show up with, you can choose, is kindness, is decency, and love. And often people think love is sentimentality. No, it's service. Sacrifice. It's being there for others. Class of 2020, you are going to go on and do amazing things, achieve great positions, titles in your life, but those will never define who you are. You do daily. Life is not about a destination. It's what you bring to the journey, and I hope you bring your power of love. That's what this world needs right now. It needs light workers in darkness. It needs kindness in a time of too much meanness. It needs unifiers in a time of too much division. And that's not seen best in the grand acts and the grand gestures, but the daily decisions we make. Don't underestimate your power. Use it every day to make a difference in this world that so needs you. Thank you, class of 2020, and God bless you.